It's been reported that 50 is willing to pay Yayo $5 million to stop doing Vlad interviews because he sees that he has.
Vlad.
First and foremost, Vlad. Y'all know I've been on that part. I've been on that train for a long time. But it's also been reported that 50 is trying to get Yayo to see his value because he keeps coming back. He keeps giving Vlad content. Mm-hmm. You can flip that if I give you a little boost and turn it into something with you, and who else will be on G Unit that would be?
It doesn't have to be anybody.
It doesn't matter.
Fine, it could be just Tony Yayo. All right. I think this is hilarious because 50's right. And the fact that if he's willing to put bread behind this to get him off of Vlad, to create his own content, listen, I'm all for that.
He should have did this yesterday.
You right.
If he put if he offered you $5 million to not talk to freaking
DJ Vlad
anymore, you should have walked out of the interview
long time ago.
Come on, man. I mean, but
if 50 offered me $5 million, I would never talk to any one of you ever again. I'd be like, DJ J who? No, I don't know him.
Yo, that's crazy.
I don't think I would say y'all out like that. Even if it looked like that from the surface.
Yo, that's crazy.
Everybody would be compensated.
I wouldn't talk to you on camera, but I'd still be cool with you.
Okay, I'm about to say that's crazy.
But
Go ahead, bro.
I think this situation with Tony Yayo is an example of somebody that's been down and has stayed down since he's been with 50. I mean, 50 literally had him on the G Unit cover, even though he was in prison.
True.
And he's just been that dude that's rolled with 50 through thick and thin. 50 Cent gets a bad rap because of he's an internet bully. Well, not even just internet. He's
super troll.
He's been a bully since he came out.
True.
And he actually had a conversation with somebody saying that Mr. C is the only person that really stood up for him when it was getting bad because he was making trolling music at one point in time. And Mr. C was the only New York DJ that stood up for him. But this is 50 Cent for real. Like, this is not a facade. He's not acting. If you down with him, he's gonna ride with you.
He's very loyal. Yeah.
And what Yayo is giving Vlad is just classic material.
Is he?
He kind of is.
Yes, he is.
If you look at the interviews,
like the East Coast Boosie.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I guess I've never seen an actual Yayo. My question was going to be: is Yayo entertaining enough to do this himself?
You'd be surprised. I don't even like Vlad, but you'd be surprised.
I'm not going to say I would be surprised or not. I'm just asking the question.
Yeah, no,
I haven't
is.
seen it. So
that's why I was saying. That's why when he said what other G Unit member, no, he doesn't need any other G Unit member.
Right.
Tony Yayo stands on his own when it comes to these conversations. So I can see how Tony Yayo could be like a Noriega, essentially, in a podcast situation. And with 50 having the capital and the momentum that he's always had, why not take that deal?
This is the only thing. There's a difference between being an interviewer and being the interviewee. And so like that might, now mind you, here it is, like, remember 50 had his own thing. This is 50. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know if that's really a thing anymore.
That's just a website though. Yeah,
but that could easily be, This Is 50 goes on and becomes a platform for interviews, just like Say Cheese, just like Art of Dialogue. These are things that could happen. And maybe since Tony Yayo has this momentum as somebody who's provocative in interviews, maybe this winds up being the crown jewel in the relaunch of This Is 50. Like I said, I'm just throwing things out. I'm not sure if this is even a thing he wants to do.
Yeah, it's just something that's going around or whatever. But to Terry's point, he brings a lot of, from what I've seen, because y'all know I don't even like Vlad, but there's something about Tony Yayo where I'm like, even if I want to see him just tell Vlad to shut up, you over talking me. Like, I want to try to watch to see if that's going to happen.
He's entertaining.
He's very entertaining.
He's definitely not giving that job to �Young because he told �Young Buck he wants his money by Monday. He did. And this was 2 weeks ago, so I hope he paid that.
That's hilarious that he said, I want my money by Monday, by the way. But I'm all for this if this is the case. Like, please get your people from going on Vlad and telling them themselves. I'm all with it. Yayo could definitely thrive on his own. I'm not mad at that myself. It
might be a situation where he would have to have a co-host. Something like when Budden and Academics was working together. So,
on that show, yeah.
It was actually 3 of them.
Is Nadeska was the female third voice.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, they technically, let me give her a props because like they kind of had her as the eighth voice, and you know they would kind of academics
moderate.
Yeah, she's kind of moderate. Yeah, she's moderate.
So I mean, like I said, I mean, you just look. People can need to strike while iron is hot.
Facts.
And if 50 sees value and says, "I'll give you $5 million. You can set up your own house, and then we could find a way to monetize this, and you already have a name." Like as soon as they turn the lights on, they got a plaque. You know what I'm saying? And once again, we talked about how at this point in the game, you know, a YouTube plaque is worth as much as a platinum plaque to people who are in this, you know, you see what Cameron and Mace have set up.
Yes.
You know, they have their own sports platform, and people who nobody else would want to talk to, you know, they would sit down and talk to O.J. Simpson. They just had Michael Irvin on, people who were considered controversial but still move the needle.
I don't even watch Cam and Mason. I know it's successful.
Yeah.
I know
and
it's
so
successful.
they just return, you know, now Cam got, you know, Mace did a freestyle, you know. And,
I saw that.
And people are all excited about that. Like you can reinvigorate your brand and your name if you just know how to shift and move in other ways. Like if you're still trying to put out mixtapes in 2024, like I don't want to hear no Mace mixtape, but I'll listen to a freestyle he does on a sports show.
Long wants the mixtape.
Nope.
No, he doesn't.
You don't want to hear a Tony Yayo album right now.
I don't.
No.
I don't need that.
So,
but if he had a podcast, I might slide.
Man, listen,
I might slide.
If it was the Yayo's Home podcast,
Yeah,
you best
I
to
might
believe
slide.
that would get if it was done correctly,
Yeah.
it would move the needle.
Yeah.
And we need that if y'all saw that. Just
And 50
just for the
Cent got a whole lot of land in Louisiana and Shreveport, to be exact.
He'd give him his
He
own
got a studio, and he needs to
and create more content. So there
exactly.
you go.
So